Man, that was my next question. Yeah, that was my next question. Because I was gonna like, did y'all have to run in there?
Now we did a lot of conditioning inside, but we did a lot of conditioning outside.
Okay.
And I tell you what, anytime we played against schools from the Midwest or the East Coast, we ran them in the dirt. Now, when I first got out there, at first I thought something was wrong because I was getting tired so quick. You know, my lungs hadn't adjusted to being up in the elevation.
Right.
So, up a couple trips down the court, I'm tired. What's wrong with me? Coach like, you all right, keep playing. I'm thinking, Coach is trying to, man, something wrong with me. I don't get tired like this. But boy, after I got my lungs, got in cardiovascular shape out there, boy, you could run all day.
Got the hooping, got the balling.
Boy, you can run all day.
That's dope.
When we played against teams from the Midwest or the West or the East Coast,
when they came,
we had that advantage.
They weren't used to it.
Kind of like the Denver Nuggets, right? With the altitude and stuff.
But they more Northwest.
Right, but I'm saying
so that air is thinner. It's a lot thinner.
Okay.
But we talking about, man,
that heat.
You talking about that heat in the sun, like.
That's
like,
that take your breath away.
Like I remember they were like the sun had his arm around my neck. I was saying walking in class. I go in the building.
Did you ever want to come back home?
Man, you be like, the sun be like, you know I'm out here waiting on you when you come out, right?
Did you ever want to come back home?
But I miss getting back home. That's the one thing about being so far. But I did want to come back home, so I didn't finish there. I actually was in Mexico State for a year and a half. That summer we went to Australia. I went to Australia for 2 weeks. That was the best time of my life there. Mm-hmm. And then when I got back, I transferred and went to Northwest Missouri State. Okay. That's why I finished up at Division II down in Kansas City.
That's dope.
Which, by the way, is we did last year, 2017, football and basketball national champions, Division II.
Shout out to Northwest Missouri
State. Go Bearcats.
Yes, sir.
Got a ring and
everything.
A
few of us out there somewhere.
That's
it might
dope.
be 1 or 2 sprinkled in there. I know I ain't the only Chi-Town.
So he a champion, y'all. We got a champion on the mic.
The football team a powerhouse. The football team done won like 3 D2 championships like the last 5 years. So the football a powerhouse. The basketball team, we finally cracked it. And got
y'all getting exclusive when my guys come down here, bro. This shit I didn't even know.
Let me ask you this. Let me just say this.
I didn't even know, bro.
I love the game of basketball. And throughout life, certain things that I did, certain things that happened, I didn't want the opportunity to play. You get what I'm saying? So when I get guys like you, Tim Young, Arthur Agee, Jimmy Sanders coming, I want to ask about that college experience because I never experienced it. I always wanted to walk through them gym doors. I always wanted to walk on them courts and everything. Like that fascinates me because I want to know, as a kid coming from Chicago, from what we've seen in the streets, out of all we've been through, the people we know, the people we done lost, to get away from environment and go to a different environment.
That's
was it surreal? Was it therapeutic to you? Was it life focused?
Okay,
what?
let me tell you. When I first went to college, man, let me say, just being real, coming off the west side out of Marshall High School with 99.9% predominantly black, that was one of my biggest adjustments going to school.
Right.
When I went away to school.
Right.
And, adjusting to being around different people, different surroundings, and being on my own.
And different cultures,
and
too.
To this day, one of my former teammates, another Commando brother, Quardell Kimball, he was a sophomore when I was a freshman down there. And I was in junior college. And Quardell set me down. I never forget and told me, said, man, you better take it with you. If your family had to pay for you to go to school, would you be able to be out of state down here, living how you living? He sat down and broke it down to me and made me realize the importance getting a free education.
Right.
So I could credit a lot of my success in college to my Commando brother Quardell. He sat down.
Shouts out to Quack.
Sat down and sat there and showed me and made me realize how important I was at college. All the freedom, and that's the thing. It's a lot of college ain't just about books and going to class getting grades. It's a life experience, like you said. It's a total life. You learn so much about yourself, your do's, your don'ts, how to cook, clean for yourself, the people you like to be, what you don't like to be around.
It tests your discipline too, bro.
It definitely. So ain't nobody to wake up for class. So that's
responsibility too.
That's what I tell the kids' parents. Even my own daughter, my daughter sophomore at 9, college down in Illinois State. She facing a lot of those adversities. No, she ain't hooping, but she facing a lot of those adversities that come along with life experiences at college.
Exactly.
So that's what it's. So get the chance to go out and broaden that horizon, and that's why a lot of our kids do leave Chicago and go out to other schools. I wish they would stay here, but when they do leave, I'm happy if they get a chance to broaden their horizon and that experience. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing that, like I said, I played in the Big West, and knowing what I know about Division I basketball, to play in the Big Ten and you going into these different arenas every night, which Lack got to do is an experience in itself.
Oh man, me and Lack sit down and talk about that off mic all the time.
And them some of the best memories that I got. You know, I was able to play sports, travel, going to all these places, seeing all these people you'll never see and meet again. So those a lot of the memories that I wish everybody could take in, experience in college.
So after saying that, what's your perspective on high school players leaving the state? Now, you got that experience, and it was an eye-opening experience for you. Now, me personally, I'm all for that. But at the same time, I do want our state, with our own state players, to flourish just like a Nebraska, just like an Alabama. Because we do have touches. You had Anthony Davis that went to Kentucky. You had Derrick Rose that went to Memphis. You had
Jabari
Parker went to Duke. Sean Dockery went to Duke. You even had old boy went to K-State that we was just talking about.
From Proviso East.
Pull 'em.
Yeah, pull them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Talk to
But
him.
when you talk about Duke, Kentucky, you talking about blue blood schools. You talking about the chance of a lifetime.
I got you.
So like
also talking about going to that next level.
But,
too, bro.
yeah, so-
that's a big reason.
So like Charles Matthews as example, he went there to Kentucky, didn't work out for him, transferred. He had Michigan. Look at Michigan now. Michigan finna playing to go to the Final Four. And he a big part of that. So, what can they do? I would love to see our school. You know, with me being a big time Illinois fan and the fan of all our schools.
I'm a big
here,
Illinois fan too.
You know what
man.
I'm saying? I love to see all our schools flourish like that. But I would love for them to stay home. But I don't know why they don't want to stay.
You gotta understand why, bro. Because a lot of them leave, man, because of that opportunity for that next level, man. You know what I'm saying? It kind of go back like, let's say DePaul. Who the last to go pro out of DePaul?
Wilson Chandler.
Wilson
Chandler.
Yeah,
Before
Wilson Chandler.
Wilson, you had what, Q? And he from
McPherson.
DePaul.
Yeah,
No,
Wilson
he
Chandler
from-
went to DePaul.
No, but is he from Illinois?
I don't know if he's from Illinois.
No,
Right.
I'm from New York somewhere.
Right, but I'm talking about Chicago talent.
Oh, Chicago
Big-
talent.
Big Bobby, what's his name?
Right.
Bobby Simmons.
Bobby
Bobby
Simmons.
Simmons.
So that's why a lot of them kids, especially when they get that top ranking in high school, man, that's why I believe a lot of them kids leave state. You know what I'm saying? Sign with UConn and sign with Villanova and go to Kentucky.
Hold on, one dog from Orr,
and that
just
connection.
from DePaul, just went to. He was in the D League, but he went to the NBA.
Mike Henry.
Henry, the
Mike
score.
Henry,
The little guard.
He with Memphis, I think now.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was
Oh, he
a
is?
boy from
Yeah.
Marshall
Okay.
that went to the NBA that play in Toronto right now.
Alfonso
That-
McKinney.
McKinney,
I was
the
just at the
athletic
game
kid.
watching them the other day. Alfonso McKinney.
okay.
I mean, a couple weeks ago.
What
Him,
school did he go to? Alfonso
Alfonso, he went to
Wisconsin.
Marshall and went to
Green
Wisconsin,
Bay.
Green Bay with Keith.
Wisconsin, Green Bay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he
we
went to
got-
Marshall.
That's good. We got Alfonso with Toronto, Milton Durrell with the Brooklyn Nets, Patrick Beverly with the Clippers, Kiefer Sykes in Turkey playing top ball.
C4L represented real well.
Vincent
from Marshall?
Garrett.
Yeah.
Vincent Garrett over in Ireland.
So y'all Marshall Commandos spread it out pretty decent.
Man, them guys, they live in the dream every day. That's what I tell guys. People like, man, they on the bench, man. They
So
wake
what
up,
the
they
hell
wake
Westinghouse
up in a
been doing?
real dream every day. That's a dream.
What the hell
Bro,
Westinghouse
for you,
been
bro,
doing?
shouts out to Westinghouse.
You say what? You say what?
What the hell Westinghouse been doing?
Westinghouse got legends, though.
I know. I'm fucking with CL. I'm fucking with CL.
And Westinghouse defense, they on the way back. They had to build all the way.
Hey.
They had to start all the way back over.
From
with it
scratch.
being the
Hey,
college prep,
right
you gotta have them academics
now,
to get up in there.
and since them times like in the 90s, Westinghouse is Chicago basketball, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Westinghouse is Chicago basketball.
King of old.
Yeah, come on. You can't talk about Chicago basketball without being Westinghouse, regardless of what's going on now. So,
Period.
and I tell people, that's the thing, when people talk about Marshall, we down right now, but we got a program. That's the difference.
Yeah.
We ain't got to go back. We got a program.
LaShawn
It's
Glover
peaks-
is nice.
It's peaks and valleys in there. So, they're going to be hanging banners before they get out of there. And that's how you, Marshall, they expect you to win and all that, but that's why I tell kids.
Marshall
how
got a
your
nice
legacy,
team.
when you come in here, can you point at banners you left on this wall?
Yeah.
Like,
One thing I can
like
say-
that young talent over there, LaShawn
Can you-
Glover.
Can you
I
come
love
back and
the
say you
kid.
left some banners on this wall, and can you come back in 4 years and show these kids that you finished up and went and got a degree? And that's what it's about for me, graduating kids and sending to college. I've been there 10 years, and over 60 plus of our seniors all graduated and went on to school. They might
awesome.
didn't finish, but they left Marshall with a plan, and we graduated them from that same discipline we learned from Bedford. The same discipline. He passed it on to me, and I passed it on to them kids. I could go in there. I can go in there right now with Rico and some other guys, and they can call out plays or numbers, and the kids will recognize it. We still run a lot of the same stuff. The boys and the girls. I can go run the girls' practice. Miss G can go run the boys' practice. A little bit of the literature might be different, but when she say something, they gonna know right exactly what we're talking about. Because the boys and the girls, we run a lot of the same stuff. Shout out to the legend. Ninth Girls State Championship.
Who is this calling? Me.
Lady Commandos. The lady is a champ.
What you got to say, man?
Keep it short.
Montgomery strikes again, man. I told y'all these folks was gonna get to the 8.
You called to talk about Loyola.
We drinking off of him anyway.
Yeah, I had y'all bottom, man. You called because you wanted to hear congratulations or something?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I ain't gonna even ask for all of that. You know what we had, we bet it and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna be in the collect and we gonna bust down the ships and all that as a team,
All right, man. Get off the phone, man. Go get some cats out the trees, man.
I think you owe the group a bottle, man.
You say what?
Hey, he said he threw the group a bottle, man.
You owe the group a bottle, man. That's between us, though. Call out.
From your bad paparazzi, man.
Your Instagram.
But see, I'm dedicating that bottle that you owe me to the group.
All right, man. We gone, man. Go get some cats out the trees, man. Bye.
My man LeVon, love you, LeVon.
The fire. Hey, one thing I can say,
man.
I wish more Westinghouse cats did go to the pros, because we had, like you said, system, but a lot of them get out that system. They some dogs, but it's like, dang, these cats putting cats in the league. How can I not be happy for them guys?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I had a deep conversation with somebody. I won't say it was an argument about 5 years ago, and this cat from Proviso East was going.
Oh, we got
in
another
on
caller. We got another caller.
Oh, we got another one?
Yeah, we got
But when you get through, Buddy was basically saying how many people we put in the league compared
Call
to
you on
y'all.
there.
I couldn't say nothing.
Caller, on there? I guess caller don't want to talk.
Bad Wi-Fi.
Oh, there you go. Caller, talk. Oh, well. They hung up. But anyway, we back on the air. We live right here at the Cigar Lounge, man. We talking to Chicago legend, Shaky Sean Harrington, man. He done told us about the foundation they got going, plus what he been going through, plus his experience through Mexico State. Right now, we got Kentucky versus Kansas State coming up, man, which is going to be a good one.
K-State.
Loyola. I say who?
I think I might go with K-State tonight.
You going with K-State?
I want to go with Kentucky, but K-State might get them.
Who you ride with?
Well,
Who you ride with?
right
Yeah,
here?
go ahead. Who you ride with?
I'm really 50-50.
Yeah, man.
That's a 50-50
Neither
game.
one of them got. Let me think. Neither one of them got no Chicago cats on the team, so they ain't really pulling me either way.
To the audio.
Say what I always say. You probably won't say it.
I'm gonna go to the underdog. What you say?
We can ask them or something.
Whoa, that's that good.
Hey, so have y'all seen? Hey, have y'all seen Shot in the Dark yet?
No, I've been looking for
no.
that. Is it on there?
Man, listen, y'all got to check that out, man. They did an awesome piece on Lou and Orr, man. It brought a tear to my eye, straight
Hey,
up.
shouts out to Orr, man, back to back.
that's a
Hey,
great-
Orr been
that's a
hooping
great
for the
movie.
past
Yeah,
few
shouts out
years,
to
man.
That's a
bro.
great movie.
Hey, one of
man.
our all
That-
assistant
man,
coaches.
If you ain't seen
We need
Shot
to
in the
catch
Dark,
him, bro.
Shot Town, check
Yeah.
that out.
One of all assistant coaches come in here and smoke with us, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Gotta sit down and talk to him.
Touch my lip. I got the pass.
Uh-oh. You gonna have a bum bump.
Hello.
Okay,
Was that show that was on Fox Sports Net?
Yeah,
I did
yeah,
see it.
Yeah,
With the little.
with Taquan.
Yeah, with him. I did see that.
Kizo, the one of the kids end up going to jail.
He
from
went to
that
jail
team.
and they got out and the whole team was there with him, right?
Yeah,
But, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, that
Let me,
was,
ask,
man,
let
that
me
was
ask you
good.
this then, because I seen Nick Irvin in the paper talking about how basically Illinois State, the basketball association, saying how the numbers are down since more city schools are going down state. And he like, well, we showing y'all that we dominant. Why don't y'all bring it to the city? You think they should bring the state tournament to the city to give it a try?
Definitely. Look at the revenue possibilities. Then you got the teams come downstate. They have it over there at the new Wintrust Arena.
Mhm.
You know, all the hotels right there where the kids stay, so they ain't got to do no traveling. And yeah, this what? Come on, just think about this. Just think about basketball in Chicago. How much we love to go and see in games. The state tournament